Have you ever wished for a pause button you can use in the middle of a fight with your partner?
In this video, we are going to show you how a simple tool has the power to transform your relationship. It has worked for countless couples we've helped, and we will give you clear and actionable advice on how to apply this strategy in your own relationship when things start to heat up.
This tool has also made a huge difference in our own relationship. Had we only known this in our earlier days. Back then, our arguments felt like endless spirals. We first would argue passionately, and then we'd withdraw in a bubble of silence. Small disagreements turned into week-long cold wars. It was exhausting, leaving us both feeling unheard, misunderstood, and deeply unhappy.
Then we made a change. We started implementing a simple principle, the same one we are showing you today. Suddenly, those same disagreements didn't escalate anymore. Instead of spiraling out of control, we found clarity and understanding.
The shift was profound. It wasn't just our arguments that changed. It was our entire relationship. Our home went from a battleground of words to a sanctuary of connection and peace. Well, at least when we remembered to apply this strategy. We found ourselves closer, more connected, and generally happier.
We're sharing our journey because we know we're not unique in these struggles. If our story sounds all too familiar, stay tuned. The transformation we experienced is within your reach too.
It's like that moment in the breakup, where a disagreement over household chores spirals into a conflict that's all too real and painfully relatable.
I care, all right? I care. I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
We've all been there, right? A small spark suddenly ignites a firestorm of emotions. When we react out of raw emotion without a pause, we risk escalating the argument, saying things we later regret, and hurting each other more.
And it's in these moments, the crux of the conflict, where a single powerful tool can change the game.
But to really understand the power of this game changer, let's have a look at why our brain reacts the way they do in conflict and how we can reset for a more loving response. When tensions rise, our brain can get hijacked. Think of it as having a crocodile in your brain who's responsible for protecting us, who's there for our survival. When we're stressed and feel in danger, the crocodile takes over and we snap, often without thinking.
The crocodile brain, and we all have it, is there to protect us. It wants us to survive. And when the crocodile brain wakes up, protection becomes paramount. With the crocodile brain active, intimacy and connection are not a priority anymore.
There's fascinating neuroscientific explanations behind those heat-of-the-moment clashes. Here we lean on Dan Siegel's hand model.
Let us explain. Think of your wrist and forearm as the spinal cord, which channels messages between the body and the brain. This part is responsible for regulating breathing, digestion, and heart rate, etc.
Your palm represents the brainstem. It controls fundamental survival functions like fight, flight, freeze, reactions to danger.
Tucked inside your fingers, your thumb symbolizes the limbic region, crucial for emotions and memory.
When you curl your fingers over the thumb, they represent the cortex, the outermost layer of the brain, involved in higher order functions like thinking, planning, problem-solving, and language.
The tips of your fingers, when your hand is in a fist, symbolize the prefrontal cortex. This area integrates thoughts, emotions, and social interactions. When we argue, the crocodile breaks free. That's when communication falls apart.
Ever tried reasoning with a crocodile? Not a good idea. That's because in those moments, it's all about survival. It's the me over the we. Our instinct isn't to build or nurture, but to protect and survive.
This is why mastering communication, especially during conflict, means bringing our prefrontal cortex, our reasoning brain, back online. We need to lock the croc away to re-engage constructively.
In essence, the skill we all need to cultivate is to recognize when the crocodile is taking over and find ways to soothe it, to bring our full reasoned self back to the conversation. So how do we tame this crocodile? That's the million-dollar question, right? It's not just about calming down, it's about understanding the shift and how to prevent it.
By knowing how our brains work, we can lock the croc, keeping our cool and staying connected, even under pressure.
So here's a powerful question you've been waiting for. When you feel the crocodile, those raw, instinctive reactions rising, ask yourself this.
W Why am I talking? This simple question invites us to pause and reflect deeply before we let the words spill out. Am I speaking to genuinely make things better, to show understanding and empathy in our conversation? Or am I just reacting, letting my emotions take the wheel, driving us both into the storm without a compass?
It's crucial to grasp that this isn't about silencing the powerful voice that each of us has. It's about channeling that power responsibly. When we choose to speak, it should be with the intention of bridging gaps, of planting seeds of mutual respect and understanding. It's not merely to vent our frustrations or to overshadow the other's voice.
Embrace the profound beauty and transformative power of wait. It's similar to discovering a secret passage that leads away from the battleground of conflict towards a space of connection. This approach alone has the potential to transform the very essence of how you relate, interact, and grow together. It's about building a habit of mindful communication.
Precisely. This journey towards mindful communication reshapes not just how we talk, but how we listen, how we perceive each other, and how we navigate the waters of our relationship. It empowers us to construct bridges over the rivers of misunderstanding and to find our way to each other, even through the thickest fogs of disagreement.
A word of caution, building the reflex of asking the wait question in the heat of battle is likely to take time. It's like a muscle we need to build. It might not come instinctive at first, so we'd recommend to play with this tool in conversations where the stakes are lower and build this habit gradually.
Yes, that's right. In the meantime, for a surefire emergency exit to lock the crock when tensions arise, check out our video about the 4-step timeouts strategy.
So the next time words begin to form at the tip of your tongue, remember to wait, W-A-I-T. Ask yourself, why am I talking? Choosing to speak with intention can illuminate the way forward for both of you.
Embracing WAIT is a commitment to cultivating a relationship where every conversation, no matter how trivial or monumental, is approached with care, respect, and the shared goal of forging a deeper, more meaningful connection. This is how we transform our interactions, our relationships, and ultimately how we transform ourselves.
We hope you enjoyed today's video and you'll apply this to end fighting in your relationship without having to resort to counseling.
Until next time, make sure to take our quiz if you want to learn more about yourself and how you behave in your relationship. Like this video if you did. Subscribe for more videos like this one and share with a friend who might also be looking for real advice for real couples. Let's transform your love story together.